Good morning. We are docking here in Belfast this morning. I think it's around 7:30. They're going to be doing some maintenance on our room in a bit because we need to come back and change before we do tea. We were like, hey, is there anywhere we can store stuff? And they said, we'll just push it to another day. So fingers crossed. But yeah, I've already been down to guest services to go chat with them about that. And now we're just heading up to Cabanas for breakfast because we don't normally do Cabanas, but we need a faster breakfast today than normal. So we're taking it a little more speedy today. And then we're going to be heading into Belfast, which this is our first time in Belfast proper, I think. Yes. Because we've done Northern Ireland before. We went and did Giant's Causeway 2018? I think we did 2018.
I think 2016.
So let's go get some breakfast over at Cabanas, which we never do. Cabanas on port days is always super, super busy. We ended up sharing a table with another couple, so we decided to not record, but we did manage to find the churro waffles. So we got the churro waffles for breakfast. They were delicious, very, very sweet. Here you have to pre-order them. You can't just walk up. They don't just have them out. You have to ask for the churro waffles. So we did that. They gave us a plate of 4. They're very, very sweet, but they're good. They're cinnamony and sugary, and it's just cinnamon sugar dusted waffles. You can't go wrong with it. Other than that, we're going to get ready to head into Belfast, and we will probably switch over to the GoPro just because it's a little more hardy than my normal vlogging camera, which is nice and tiny and delicate, and I always worry about breaking it. So we will see you out in Belfast. Welcome to Northern Ireland. We are here in Belfast. It is a little bit chilly. I may put my vest back on. We're just taking our keys to the world off, but we're outside of the ship. We made it. There she is. And this is the stream of people coming off. Okay, here we go. Headed to downtown Belfast, where we are going to Primark. So the shuttles run every 10 minutes, they were saying. So we just wanted to check and verify that to make sure that we can get back here in time for our Titanic Museum tour. Well, to come back, change, and then our Titanic Museum tour. Cruise ship shuttle took about 15 to 20 minutes to get here, and all of the buses here in Belfast are bright pink. So you just look for the ones and it'll say cruise ship shuttle. It drops you off directly across from the City Hall. And there's even a nice little sign that says Disney Dream. Primark is not really a thing, at least in California. Primark doesn't exist. You can find a couple of them on the East Coast, but we love Primark because it's decent quality. Especially their sweaters are really, really nice and cozy and better quality than anything and warmer than we get in California. So we always get sweaters here, and Mom loves their pajamas, and they have a great Disney selection. I wasn't planning on doing a Primark haul because I wasn't planning on getting much here. That may be changing. Sometimes you just need things. Sometimes you just find things that call to you. It's currently 10 o'clock. We have 15-ish minutes to finish up here, and Mom desperately needs jammies, so next up is jammies and Disney.
The Disney selection at Primark far surpasses that of the Disney stores in Target and is always a stop for us when we're in the UK. The characters featured can be different, and Stitch has a way larger presence than in the States. If you're looking for Stitch merchandise, you'll find your best selection here in the UK. How can you deny a face that is that cute and fluffy?
We have nothing angel in the States. So in case you can't tell, Stitch is very, very popular over here in the UK. Extremely, way more popular than he is in the States. So you will find, if you want any Stitch, anything, come to the UK. It's currently 10:13. We need to be out of here in about 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm going back down to the ground floor quickly to go do a last minute check we can go check out and then we can head back to the ship. Because I'm a little worried about time. Okay, with that, we finished at Primark. It's currently 10:26. I'll show you what we got a little later, but not right now because we have to hustle back.
We're right on time.
Yeah, gotta hustle back, get back to the ship, change for tea, and our tour of the Titanic Museum. So, gonna be a busy day, but step one, done. Goodies acquired. Hello, looking to get back to the ship.
Hello. Hi, welcome.
Fabulous.
We asked the local tour guides for advice on getting from the cruise terminal to the Titanic Museum, and here's what they told us.
But I'll caution you, ask A, does he take cash or card?
Yeah,
And B, how much it's going to be.
okay.
So get that clarified just
information.
before, yeah. But just clarify that before.
Yeah, get the
Yeah.
price.
The journey.
Get the price ahead of time.
Exactly.
Thank you. That's a good tip.
Cheers.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Got changed. I just changed into a different sweater. Mom changed completely, and we are getting ready to head over to the Titanic Museum. It's currently 11:05.
That gives us 25 minutes to get there.
Yes. Heading over to the taxi to see how much it would be to get a taxi over to Titanic Museum. For an Uber XL, it was $11.22 and it was 6 minutes away if they accept our ride. So we took a taxi from the cruise terminal to get to the Titanic Museum. It was $10 cash or $12 with a card. And given that an Uber was going to be $11.50, I think, for one that eventually actually even canceled on us, we're not regretting taking the taxi. It was fast and easy. Into the Titanic Museum. I love the design of the building. It's gorgeous. So if you've watched our videos in the past, you've probably picked up that I'm a little bit of a ship nerd. Just a little. So this is really exciting for me to get to see. I always appreciate and enjoy the mythology of the White Star Line cruiser, sailing vessels, and I'm looking forward to this. The wall of steel here. So again, the design and the patterns on this is gorgeous, but these are only half of this, no, a third of the size used in Titanic's actual construction. They're designed to mimic what the hull would look like now. And I don't know if you can see easily, but over the top over here, you can see how long these panels are. I mean, this is the size of humans going through, and it's almost double as wide. It's massive. 28 million pounds of linen yarn, and 99% of Irish linen was exported from the Belfast docks. And with 32 linen mills, I didn't realize there was such a linen history here.
They said. Beats me where they find this sort of money from. That's the clever part, James. Mr. Ismay has the backing of the distinguished American financier John Pierpont Morgan. But I thought he built British ships. They fly the British flag, James, and they shall be constructed in our finest shipyard by our most skilled craftsmen. Great leviathans acting as ambassadors for the Empire.
British ships built with American money. Whatever's the world coming to?
That's not for the likes of you and I to wonder, James. I don't suppose either of us will ever be privileged to travel in such magnificent surroundings.
Whoa. There is a ride. There is a shipyard ride.
You could hear the noise from where we lived, but nothing prepared you for the size of the place. I worked as a heater boy. You had to heat the rivets on a wee plate. You pumped the bellows till the rivet was white hot. Then you get a hold of it with your tongs and throw it up to the catcher. And he put it in the hole in the plate with the holder up. There were two of us on the other side of the plate with the holder up. We had to hammer the rivet so it filled the hole before it turned dull red. I'd get scared working down in that double bottom. You only had candles for light. And the constant hammering against the shell plates. You could hear it all over Belfast. Some of those boys ended up stone deaf, so they did. When we came to launch day, I was torn between pride and fear. The standing wings were coated in tallow, train oil and soft soap. So the ship would slide when they shifted her weight off the blocks. That was the most dangerous part.
Okay, that was pretty cool. The shipyard ride was really fascinating.
These ship outlines look deceptively small from this high up in the museum.
It's 1/48th scale model. There were 3 propellers. 3 propellers, one on each side, one center. The funnels were made at Harland and Wolff. Oh, the 4th funnel was just a dummy used for ventilation. There's 3 were actually used to expel the gases. And then there were 10 decks. Steel plates were 36 feet long maximum, 6 feet wide, and weighed up to 4.5 tons. That was really cool. It was also really makes you dizzy. It is like Circle 360, but there's no bars to hold on to. I had to close my eyes anytime it was turning. But it was cool. It was really cool. But very unsettling. They did such a good job with it, even that you could see the reflections of the windows moving behind you and the screen in front of you. It was so incredibly well done. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. Oh, but it made me real dizzy. First class accommodations.
Titanic was dressed in her signal flags and pennants.
In 1982, Ballard approached the U.S. Navy to fund Argo and his search for the Titanic. The Navy was not interested in financing a search for the lost ocean liner, but they were interested in Argo. They agreed on condition Ballard would use Argo to survey 2 of their lost nuclear-powered submarines, the USS Thresher and the USS Scorpion. After completing the secret mission, Ballard could use any remaining time to search for Titanic. Ballard and his team were overjoyed after finding the boiler. As the crew celebrated, someone noticed that it was nearly 2 a.m., close to the hour of Titanic sinking. Elation quickly gave way to contemplation. Realizing that they had come across Titanic's gravesite, Ballard organized a memorial service for the dead. Soon after that, they discovered the main hull. The ship of dreams had been found.
Okay, Titanic Museum was pretty cool, but I will also say we kind of skipped through the whole sad and depressing sinking part, given that A, we're on a ship now, and B, it seemed a little bit in bad taste to do since we're on a ship. They still have this like where the original Titanic and Olympic were built, both of them, sister ships, and beautiful, top of their game, absolutely incredible. And it's kind of, so I'm walking through the Titanic length now. I wanted to see kind of how big she felt from one end to the other, see how long it takes, and just kind of walk in her shoes a little bit. So that line right there is the external area, or the external top, where the top bow, where the top level of her was. And then this, over here, I believe where some of the slip rails were to get her back into the ocean. And here we get to actually see the scale. This is where her stern would have been. There's a great song by a band called The Longest Johns. It's a little shanty band that I found years ago, and it's called The Pride of the White Star Line, and it's all about Olympic and her story, not so much the Titanic story, but the Olympic story, and how she had her own challenges, but she at least didn't sink, as compared to Titanic and Britannic, which were the other sister ships. 3 ships in the class, and only one really survived. It's tragic, but fascinating. I really liked that. I thought it was really interesting. It was not what I expected.
No.
But I was glad. What I liked was it didn't focus as much on the tragedy. It was the complete holistic story of it.
It was more about the work that went into constructing the ship.
Which was what we wanted to learn about.
Right.
I liked that it focused so much not just on the shipbuilding, but also on the recovery of it and what happened in all of that. I thought it was a fascinating there was only really one room about the sinking, maybe two, and we kind of, we'll be the first people to say, or at least I'll be the first person to say, I don't take a ton of interest in the sinking of the Titanic, probably because I spend a lot of time on ships. So
It's not a pleasant topic.
yeah, so I don't focus as much on the sinking, but the building of it and the construction and how all of that worked, that was really cool. What you didn't see, what I saw when I walked the full length of it, was there were also like a physical representation of the lifeboat sizes and all of that. So you could actually see like how big the lifeboats were, where the different spaces on the ship were, where the first class, second class, third class, all of that was. And it was really cool to actually get to see like, this is how big the lifeboats were, and they're not big.
How poorly planned it was.
Yeah. So the Nomadic is the tender ship. We've got our tickets on board the SS Nomadic. She is the tender to the Titanic. It's a fun fact, you can't take video in the Nomadic. Beautiful, cool ship. Small. Half an hour is not quite enough time. I'd say probably 40 to 45 minutes for her. As for the Titanic Museum, I think we took about 2 to 2.5 hours in there. And we did rush through one space, but not too much. Other than that, we are headed off to go join some friends for tea. We haven't seen them since pre-pandemic, so it's gonna be a good day. And this is the last thing on our big, busy Belfast day of everything that we have to do.
After our time at the Titanic Museum, we took the opportunity to see some old friends. 2 of our Run Disney Paris friends joined us at the Titanic Hotel in Belfast for their afternoon tea experience. Their location is right next to the Titanic Museum, which made it extremely convenient for us to access. For my tea selections, I got the Titanic Luxury Blend and the Scent of a Rose teas during our time there.
I'm trying to pull the flower notes and the florals, and it's just a perfect blend of flowers and florals, and it's fruity and it's flowery and it's everything I wanted out of tea.
Included with the tea are 4 small sandwiches, egg mayonnaise and pea shoots on sourdough, cream cheese and cucumber on granary, oak smoked salmon and dill on wheat, and an Irish ham and mustard on white. I gave the last 2 to my mom as I don't enjoy smoked salmon and I don't eat pork.
We're videoing her reaction to try
That one's
this
good.
for the first time.
I do like it.
And she likes it.
I like the egg and mayonnaise. That one is good.
Thank you.
That one's good. Honestly, I barely taste the egg and the mayonnaise. I just taste all bread.
The middle level of the tea tray had scones, jam, butter, and a clotted cream. This is my favorite part of any tea.
I'm a jam on the bottom because I feel like it's thicker, and cream will spread on top.
See, I go with cream on the bottom because it feels like butter. So it's like putting your butter on. And
Okay.
But both taste good, sir.
They both taste fantastic.
The Cornish way is cream first, jam after. Devon is
Jam first, then cream.
after.
And it kind of depends also on the viscosity and how thick is it. Because for me, the jam is always thicker.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I put the thicker one on top. And
And to be fair, with this much lighter cream, it probably would work as well. Sorry.
The top layer of the tower finishes with a variety of sweet treats, ranging from pastries to fresh fruit tarts. So, our friends, these are some of our running friends that we made. We were here at tea with them. All that's left is carnage. We have Anne and Nikita. Tea was delicious. We are at the Titanic Hotel, and it's been fantastic. So, hustle. We were just at tea, and we made it to our tasting here at Mojito and Caipirinha tasting. Mom will be here in a moment.
So my name is Diana, I'm from Serbia. I just also embarked with you. So I just came from my vacation. So with me is Serena. And we have our new hire girl, it's Anisha. Sorry, I'm still trying to use the names. Anisha. Here you're gonna make your own mojito. So how we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you. Later on we're gonna talk about the story of mojito, of course. So how we're gonna do, there's already sugar inside. So we are not muddling mint leaves. So what we do, you have muddler in front of you, and we're gonna press, you try to press the middle part of lime. So what we need the juice from the lime, fresh juice. Oh, doing good.
And then you don't push too much.
Doing good.
Yes. Don't beat it up. Just push it once or more than once?
More than once. So
Okay.
we need to take out the juice from the lime.
Okay, I thought I did good, but I failed.
Full with mint.
Smash it.
Yes.
Yep.
And roll it.
Yes, roll it and just drop in glass. That's it, what we need to do.
Ooh, spearmint.
And somebody has any allergy here?
Not to alcohol.
And what we're gonna do at the end, we're gonna stir. So we are not shaking mojito actually. Yes, because when you're shaking, you break the mint leaves. Actually, you get the salad inside your drinks. And when you're drinking, you know what happens? You know, like you're going outside somewhere with some friends, and exactly, mint gets stuck between the tooth. Nobody wants that. I always like to say, anyone can cook.
You haven't seen my cooking.
And we're gonna drink all together. So first one is very hard, then later on you're gonna use it.
It smells like sunscreen lotion.
What we're gonna make, we're gonna make almond mojito. Somebody try almond mojito before?
But it sounds great.
Yeah. Let's water and the juices from the lime and the spirits, let's mix that. Okay.
It smells amazing. It smells almondy.
I still didn't
Yeah.
explore the shoe, but I think we still have that.
I got a piece of mint.
So, how do we like?
It's good.
Yes.
I like Di Serrano, so I'm
You
happy.
like the Serrano?
Passion mojito, so passion fruit.
So passion fruit, you have the regular Bacardi. Otherwise, you have the lemon.
I think so.
And what's our mixer?
Soda water.
The black coffee.
Yeah.
So everybody can feel alcohol? Now, talk now or keep quiet. Yes, which one was missing?
Oh, I like that one the best so far. Anything passion fruit though, I'm a sucker for. Cachaça, yeah.
Somebody tried cachaça before?
Yeah.
Yes?
Caipirinha.
Caipirinha?
Love them.
So what is cachaça? Cachaça, it's Brazilian rum. Cachaça, it's made with the whole and with the root as well. So, but sugar cane, they remove the roots. That's why somebody can smell tequila in cachaça. Just smell it before you.
Cachaça.
Going around with ice before
Brazilian
you taste.
rum.
We need ice and we're gonna stir. So
Okay,
somebody can
yeah,
smell
that smells like
tequila
tequila.
here.
I can smell the tequila notes.
Yes. Why? Because tequila also, agave plant is growing up inside the ground, and sugar cane as well. That's why you can smell a little bit tequila, and they ferment the whole plant together with the root. They're using it the root. There's no wasting anything.
Is there a mixer that goes into this one?
No, pop soda, no nothing.
No, just straight up.
Straight.
Just up.
Just straight. Yes.
Lemon juice.
Lime
With the
juice,
pop soda.
cachaça.
Just lime, agave, and the spirits inside.
Oh, so the agaves were
Yeah, there's agave inside.
Ooh, that's stronger than I expected.
Oh yeah, stronger.
Do you need any passion juice inside maybe to try with that?
Passion juice is too bitter.
Oh, see, I might need a splash
You
of.
can just-
Actually, what if I get a splash of agave? Taste number 2 with more agave. Yeah, that's really good. That's a lot better for me.
Do you have any questions for me?
What's the last one?
That's surprise. That's our martini. So let's get everybody glasses up. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. And enjoy your martini. What do we put inside? It's a Bacardi and Chambord.
These characters, these kids waiting in line, forget it. I'm going to cut line and go in front of them.
I'm first.
That's really nice.
We are not drinking that waffle. Is there alcohol in there?
Oh no.
When you said that very nice, I know.
This one is still, I think, my favorite. I like the cachaça and then caipirinha. She likes mojitos. I like caipirinhas. So that's how we decided on this one.
Have a good eye, man. I didn't see nothing.
So the first one is what's the first one? Our first one,
Coconut mojito.
Coconut mojito. Then the
Almond mojito.
Almond mojito. Third one is passion fruit.
Mojito. Fourth one is caipirinha.
And then the last one.
Last one is Chambord Mojito Martini. Which one is your favorite one?
So I'm torn between the pomegranate and the caipirinha.
Both of them, they're strong.
I did have to add a little bit of extra sugar into the caipirinha because it needed that extra sweetness for me.
Yes.
But I love a good caipirinha.
If you don't want to add sugar, you can always add some passion fruit, some raspberry or strawberry and make a little bit difference.
Awesome. This is our lovely instructor. Yay! That's her voice you just heard. We just finished Mojito and Caipirinha tasting. Top 2.
Ooh, that's hard.
Okay, top 1?
I don't know.
Top 3.
I liked the cocktail that you didn't like.
So you like the martini, the Chambord Mojito Martini.
Yeah. Does she have an iPhone? Yeah. And then I like the Caipirinha.
Really? They're very different. For me,
I actually like them all.
For me, my least favorite was the Chambord Mojito Martini. It just tasted like cough syrup to me. My second least favorite was the coconut one, the coconut mojito, and the reason why is it tasted like Sunbum sunscreen. And if you know what Sunbum sunscreen smells like, you know what I'm talking about. It tasted like that smells. Like, I thought 2 were really good, 2 were not my favorites, not for me, and 1 was middle of the road. And so the middle of the road was the almond, and the top 2 were the caipirinha and the passion fruit. And I love caipirinhas. I also love passion fruit, so I'm not surprised. We just finished Mojito and Caipirinha tasting. We didn't even finish all of them. We will be bringing the last of our drinks to dinner. Again, apologies for extra silliness. They were very strong and they may have topped me up at one point. You're not even in the picture, Ma. There we go. Yeah. It's one of those nights. We are heading off to dinner at Royal Palace tonight, which always entertains me because the font of that is identical to a font that I used to use back when I was like in high school and I did like super amateur graphic design and it was terrible. So and Mom is very excited for the creme brulee. Clearly we've had how many cocktails during Mojito and Caipirinha tasting? Everybody's wearing their Spain outfits today. Chip and Dale look so cute in their Spain outfit. We forgot to get some video, but again, this is the escargot. Again, we've already had 1 or 2 of the escargot, but it's quite good. And again, even if you are not a fan of the snails, just getting it for the dipping sauces are what we would recommend. The always amazing potage parmentier soup. As per usual, we're being subpar vloggers tonight because we just came out of our mojito tasting. We both got the Chateaubriand. I got mine rare, Mom got hers medium rare, and it looks delicious and beautiful. Finishing up at Royal Palace for dinner tonight. Lovely dinner, as always. Just getting back. We still have our last mojitos, because no, we didn't finish them. I've decided I don't want to wait for the midship elevators. So going up forward. We got our towel animal for tonight, and I'm not sure what it is. I think it might be a headless elephant. He lost his head.
He didn't get finished.
So we have a headless elephant and a letter that says we need to check in with our passports and guest services for Ireland. We've got a bunch of jet skis following us to say farewell because we may not be doing Belfast next year for this cruise terminal. So there's a bunch of folks out to say farewell to us on their jet skis. We know hauls aren't normally something we do, but Primark was something we did. So, quickie Primark haul. Stitch sparkly ears.
A sweater in Courtney's favorite color.
Chip and Dale sleep shirt.
$2.50 for scrunchies.
Another sleep shirt for Mom, Aristocats.
Sparkly belt.
A heatless curler set, Nightmare Before Christmas. I've been wanting to try one of these for a while, and it was pretty cheap.
Another pajama top, this time.
Cheshire Cat. Piglet.
A Stitch hair turban.
It's a
Hers.
mine. Less sleep, more love. Thumper. More scrunchy.
Another shiny belt.
Sparkly belt. Easy like Sunday morning Stitch. Necklaces, because I forgot to bring necklaces on the trip with me. And a fuzzy scarf that's very soft. As you may have seen, we went and saw our friends, Nikita and Ann. They're some of our running friends from years ago, and they brought us some goodies when we were at tea, including a ginormous bag of potato chips, 12-pack assorted. So these are individually wrapped so we can open the big bag and eat the smaller bags, and we can take some home as we need. They'll stay fresh. They also got us some Hotel Chocolat, which
Yum,
we're
yum, yum.
very excited for.
And then this is a mystery which we're not going to open till we get home, just in case it's something.
Yeah, I have no idea what this is.
Right, but we'll find out
We
later.
have no idea.
And then we're super excited to go to Disneyland Paris, and
It's the 30th anniversary, and they have these amazing champagne glasses celebrating the 30th, and they're surprisingly sturdy. Like, I don't know if you can see the thickness of the plastic there, but it's surprisingly substantial.
And then I had asked Nikita to pick up a 30th anniversary You Are Here Starbucks mug when she was there at the very beginning of this 30th anniversary for Courtney.
These are the giant mugs, and these are these are great for soup. Look at this. I love the 30th anniversary logo, and it's beautiful.
And we love Disneyland Paris.
It's one of our favorite parks. It's got Phantom Manor, it's got Orbitron, teacups, Small World, and the castle, as well as Space Mountain and Autopia, which we've never done. So hopefully Autopia is open. Thank you so much, Nikita and Anne. These are amazing gifts. And thank you for picking them up for us and for help and for joining us for tea today. It was an incredible time to get to see you, and
we wish it could have been longer.
Yeah, sorry we had to run out. It was a very, very busy day, but it was a great time nonetheless. So we have been going nonstop pretty much since this morning, and I don't know how much of it came across, but it's been a really, really busy day. We're finally starting to sober up after that amazing and lovely Mojito and Caipirinha tasting that we got basically 5 full cocktails and then some. Or at least that's what it felt like. Took us 3 hours to sober up from.
Busy day, great day, lots of fun, saw lots of great things.
Yeah, and with that, we're going to wrap it up, and we will see you tomorrow as we're headed to Greenock, which is in Scotland. So we'll be in Greenock, Scotland tomorrow doing a semi-private tour, so come on back and take a watch. We'll see you around.
Bye.